Alrighty folks, welcome to StormToolB.com and StormToolB.com Facebook page. There is quite a lot big going on today on this Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you out there. By the time most of you see this, will probably be done with the majority of your celebrations, so it really does no one any good for me to wish you Merry Christmas, but hopefully you had a Merry Christmas. As you can see, we have a rather large storm developing over the southern part of the country right now. You can see a number of things going on as I zoom in the radar imagery here. The first thing you notice is a low pressure center right around Shreveport, Louisiana, coming back up towards Little Rock in just a few hours as it pushes off to the north and east. To the east, a very damaging line of damaging storms of tornadoes and gusty winds and hail and all that's beginning to come across Louisiana. That'll be across New Orleans into Mobile, Alabama, Birmingham, Atlanta through tonight. We've already got a developing precipitation shield on the north and east side that is rather impressive, and it is beginning to work its way up into the Mississippi Valley. And then on the west side, we've got wraparound moisture, which is still significant, which is producing up to 8 inches of snow today in Oklahoma. So all of this is coming together for a developing storm as it pushes off to the north and to the east. Now, let's look at the titles today on the forecast memo. The storm after the Merry Christmas, we're dealing with the storm beginning for us Wednesday into Thursday. Tight snowfall gradient right around 995. Some will actually see over a foot. And this is the way I'm thinking things are going to plan out right now for this midweek storm. Right around early on the day on Wednesday, you've got a 1,002 millibar low in Western Virginia. That pushes off to the north and east, deepening to 992 millibars before we're all said and done. It's a mix for most of the big cities. Rain to the south and east. The suburbs get some snow. Farther inland is where the majority of the snow is. Let's just time this out so we can get a really detailed idea of what to expect. Last night when I put out my first snowfall map, everyone thought I was crazy. That might be true, but this is a rare time when I think that I'm actually right, because I have decent confidence in how this is actually going to pan out. So as we make our way out to Wednesday, here we are Wednesday morning. You can see we have a low pressure center in the middle of Tennessee. We've got precipitation beginning to come across. It's very light raindrops at this point in Western Virginia. Blizzards is moving through Purdue, Kentucky, and southern Indiana. And meanwhile, we've got more moisture feeding into the system from the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. As we zoom our way on in here, which I've never even made a map, so hold on. As we zoom our way on in, you can see that by the time we make our way out to, I know the screen's white, you have to wait for this to load. We can make our way out to, again, this is Wednesday morning. Let's head out to Wednesday afternoon. This is about 2 o'clock on Wednesday. What you notice is the precipitation shield has made it up to about Philadelphia. The light green stuff really isn't reaching the ground at this point. We've got heavy snow moving through Ohio. We've got, at this point, we've got heavy snow inland through West Virginia back up into central Pennsylvania by Thursday night. Wednesday night. Of course, heavy snow back into Ohio, where we can expect 5 to 10 inches. That moves north, the low pressure center coming with it. So that Thursday morning, we've got some, at very least, heavy mixed precipitation going on in this whole area. I think it'll actually be falling as snow with significant amounts. We're talking up to 2 inches per hour. Meanwhile, heavy snow across northern upstate New York. A little bit of a dry slot right around Albany back into Rutland, Vermont. But still significant amounts of snow equaling greater than 8 inches. It continues through the day on Thursday, through the night on Thursday. It doesn't really clear up until Friday. So this is obviously a long duration event that we're going to be dealing with here. In terms of snowfall totals, I've upped some amounts actually since yesterday, which is the last thing most would have expected me to do, but that's what I did. You can see I'm expecting a very, very tight gradient. You go from really nothing right around Staten Island, Fire Island on New York, 2 to 6 inches in upper Manhattan back towards Yonkers, to 10 to 15 inches in the far northern suburbs. We're talking places like not necessarily White Plains, but even possibly Westchester, northern Bergen County in New Jersey, 10 to 15 inches, that whole area. 8 to 12 inches in West Virginia, 15 to 20 higher elevation central Pennsylvania. Southern New England, it's a really close call for you guys. There's a lot of different forecasts flying around right now for you. This is essentially what I'm thinking right now. For the Boston area, little or no snow this time around. The suburbs get about 2 to 6 inches. Around the Worcester area, about 6 to 10 inches, 10 to 15 in the northern Worcester County area. Once you get into southwest New Hampshire, Rockingham County, 15 to 20 inches of snow. Overall, a rather impressive snow system for this time of year. Stay tuned for continuing updates.